Everybody, this is Justin from Breakout Capital Ventures. Had a change of name this week. So the logo's changed. The name, username on X and also YouTube has changed. Breakout Capital Ventures over on YouTube. Breakout CV on X. So that's change of name, and we're going to bring in some new sort of podcasts over the next few weeks, and hopefully some other bits and pieces as well. So hope you enjoy it. Hope a lot of changes. But I'm going to start this week. We're going to continue with the chart requests for this week, and then hopefully spice things up as we move along throughout the course of September. So we're going to start with CTAI, and this one here, we had that blue box reversal zone down here, which worked out perfectly well at 0.25, and we had a rise to the upside during the course of the week, or the last few weeks, couple of weeks, isn't it? So another correct call from us. But so I've sort of put the Fib retracement here because I think that, I've got a target up here of the next sort of wave to me would be, realistically 1p up to 1.22. It needs to break that prior high in order to activate that. So I think where's the levels of resistance we're going to sort of meet on the way. And the first one here is at 0.362, which, sort of met a bit of resistance during the week. And I think then, hopefully if we can continue this move up, probably get a bit of a pullback here, consolidate. I think the next level's 0.466, 0.55, might struggle. But, it could do what it's done before here and just shoot straight up. It's a bit of a hard one to call, really. So, especially with the stocks at the moment. I mean, AIM stocks are absolutely buzzing at the moment. We've got loads of liquidity. It's absolutely fantastic to see a nice return after such a slump for the last few years. But, I think that, realistically, those are sort of support and resistance lines. But overall, say break and hold above that sort of 0.9 should bring us into that red box here at 1p up to 1.22, possibly even higher. So that's CTAI. ALRT is my next one. And what a absolute banging call from us on that one. We gave that one back down here. In fact, I had a blue box reversal zone at 0.339. That's where I'd loaded up. It's been absolutely stellar, hasn't it? Where do I think it's heading? Well, I gave that blue box, which was a red box here. I said 1.11, I think it was actually at the time, up to 1.325 and possibly 1.6 pence. But, is this move over? No, it's not. Not by any stretch of the imagination. We've broken out to all-time highs as the new company. And I think that, we're heading to sort of, I think the next point of call is probably 1.6p. And I think break and hold above that, which there's so much news due on it. I just can't see it stopping. And I think 2.41 then is going to be the next stop. And then 3.22. And possibly even higher. It's going to be ever so fascinating to see how this one plays out. It's had such a good move. There's more contracts to come. Well, they haven't announced contracts yet. So, we've got contract news. We've got, products to be launched. We've got a Magnificent Seven partner, all sorts of things. So, I think there's going to be a lot of news out on that one. And if you read the 5-year plan, I think it sort of sets out exactly what they plan to do. Next year there's people talking about capital raise, but it says it's all out in the 5-year plan. I mean, there's no hidden secrets there. It's all there to read. They're going to do a capital raise in next year, so and it's going to be for an awful lot of money. But they're not going to do that as a £20 million market cap company. I want to suspect they need at least 100. Well, I'd have thought 300 million market cap, to be honest. But be interesting to see how that one works out. And if 300 million market cap, that's at least 14 bags from where we are today. So it's going to be an interesting one. Happy to hold. Next, we're going to do SWC, and absolutely fantastic call from us yet again, hasn't it? I said that, on this one here, from a technical perspective, that blue box down here at 15.6 is where it should really go. However, I didn't think that was going to happen. And, I'm right on that so far. It looks like I gave what was up here to £2 odd. I said that I thought it was going to come down to 121.68 down to 79.65. Indeed, it did get into that blue box there. And we've seen a bit of a revival, haven't we? And I think that's going to be the reversal zone. I think, absolutely banging call from me again. It's just amazing how these blue boxes work. I think we're going to see trading, probably back up to, 250, probably even higher than that. And if I was really bullish, I think a lot of these treasury plays have got another leg in them. And if that's the case, break and hold above 626, 27. It's going to bring you to sort of 700, even 850 pence. I mean, I don't know how that's going to happen, but I'm only telling you what that is there from a technical perspective, but see how that one plays out. But, so far, if that blue box there works, I think that's magic. But there you go. Next one I'm going to do is REE. And I think I've covered this one off recently, actually, but it's been a chart request. Oh, hang on. REE. Get that one up. And, this one here, again, another banging call from us, isn't it? We said that blue box down here at 1.41. It should be the sort of lows, which again was correct. And we've seen, a move to the upside. Now, what I'd like to see here is a break and hold above sort of 2.25 pence. Do that, and I think you're headed up to sort of 2.92 up to 3.06, and possibly even higher. The way that these stocks have been going, I don't see why we can't extend that box, but we'll wait for that break to see what happens. The next one I'm going to do is Fab, and this one it's such a massive chart request. This one, not one I've really followed, but this one here, we gave that blue box as the target, which is correct. Again, in fact, I had that blue box reversal zone down there, which is correct again. Anyway, where do I think that's heading? Well, I think it needs to hold above 12.8. If it hold above 12.8, I think there's more upside in that. And I've sort of drawn another red box here, so within my blue box. So I think it's probably heading towards that 20.4 pence. But I've got the red box there, so it could be anywhere between 19.4 and 21.5 once it breaks and hold above that prior high. But as I say, it's got to hold above that 12.85. If it breaks it, it's not a big deal, to be honest. I think, if it breaks that, it's probably going to heading down to sort of low 11s, and then it should hopefully go again. But, I think that in all probability, I'm expecting that red box to be tagged rather than that low to be broken. So that's the way I see that one. Well done for those who took the trade. OMI is my next one, and what a fantastic call again from us on this one. We gave that 8.52 to 6.9 as the reversal zone, which was again bang on. I did sort of make a bit of an error on the where I thought it was going. I thought 16.65 to 19.5. There you go, hands up. But I've redrawn it, and this one here. Is this move over? No, I don't think so. I think this is heading higher. I think Baron day trading is in that. And I tell you what, if he's in it, he's well researched. He's one of the best out there, I think, and has been for such a long period of time. He's a great tipster. Long may he continue to post. I think that this is going up from 20.2. That's my blue box. 23.8, break and hold above that should bring us 28.3 and possibly even higher. As I say, that move doesn't look over by any stretch of the imagination. And what a fantastic run and a great call from us, even from those lows, although didn't get the highs quite spot on, but hopefully we will do from here. There we go. A seed is my next one, and just get that one up. And where are we going with that one? Well, it's in another blue box. I don't know whether I've ever covered this one off, actually. But where's that going? Well, I think that this one here is going up. I think break and hold above 3.6 should hopefully give you 4.24, maybe even higher. I don't know anything about it, so I can't really comment on it. I should do my research on these sort of things, but it'd be great to sort of get a bit more fundamentals to go alongside these charts. It would help everybody, wouldn't it? But see what we can do about that. GGP is my next one, and Greatland Gold. And another fantastic call from us. We gave that blue box reversal zone down here. It was almost right, wasn't it? But where's that heading? Well, I think, the obvious play there is that gap fill at 325. But I think there's still more upside in this one. So, I think break and hold above this 363, 64 level. It's going to bring it to minimum 395.6 up to 447, and probably even higher than that. It's a bit of a hard one for me to sort of call. So be conservative on that red box for now, but we'll reassess it once it's broken above that prior high. Next one I'm going to do is COBR and another Cobra Resources. I mean, they're all coming out of the woodwork, aren't they? But where's that going? Well, I think that's It's in that blue box reversal zone, and I think there's probably more upside in that. Probably, probably talking a bit higher, probably mid sixes, probably even 7p could run to there. But it's had a really good run, hasn't it? So it's one really you need to find out what's going on fundamentally, which I haven't done, and then sort of take a view from that. But I mean, it's absolutely gone sky high, hasn't it? From 0.8p all the way up to 6.7. Is that 6.2? Wow, I mean, fantastic, isn't it? But as I say, one really for the research. I think that the RSI is absolutely cooking high, and one would suspect we should. Now, if I can just draw that out, even if we get a bit of a pullback like that, to get that right, 1, 2, 3, and then should hopefully get another leg higher. Sorry, I've not drawn that out. Obviously, my timing's not going to be right there, but so in that one, I'll wait personally for a bit of a pullback and then reassess that one. But it's been absolutely fantastic. I'm not saying that moves over. I think it probably got a little bit more upside in that one in the short term. Next, we're going to do is KMK, and I haven't covered this one for ages, I don't think. But what have I got there? Well, I've got a blue box reversal zone, and it's it has had a bit of a spike up, hasn't it? But and I've got this. Right, so I'll start first. The blue box reversal down here, 4.73 down to 3.78, which is correct. Cool. That's absolutely shot up from there. Boom, boom, and it's come back down. So we're back at the top of that blue box, which is acting as a support, which is great to see. 4.75 acts as a support. If we could get the balls to step in here, then for me, I've still got this blue box here, which it hasn't tagged at 9.82 up to 11.3, and I think that's an active target. So I am expecting more upside in KMK, and that would be my target, 9.82 to 11.3. So there we go. Want to research. Rock is my next one, and just get that one up. And I haven't cut this one off for ages, have I? Oh, I probably have. Yeah, I didn't get that high very correct, did I? But, as you can see there, top of that box acting as support. I think there's more upside in that one. And, for me, where's that going? Well, breaking a hold sort of above 0.21 should give you 0.271 up to 0.325. So that's Rock Resources. I keep on meaning to research, never done it, but I'll try and do that. MSMN is my next one, and let's get this one. I covered this one off loads, and a fan favorite. And where do I see that going? Well, I've got a short-term target. I think if we can just sort of break out of that 0.0322 level, I think that's going to bring you up to 0.041, up to 0.0456. But we got a bigger target on that one, haven't we? All the way up here. So we need to break and hold above sort of 0.08-ish level, and it's going to bring it up to 0.0884 up to 0.1075. It might even go higher than that. It just depends what sort of news they drop. But for me, that would seem the logical first target, that lower red box here. But MSMN, we'll do some research. ORR is my next one, and just get that out. My computer's going ever so slow today. Oracle Resources. And, for me, where's that heading? Well, I've got that red box there. Should be blue, actually, at 0.646 up to 0.78. I don't think that moves over. I think there's more upside in that one. But, I think that hopefully that would seem the logical point of call. But I don't have a blue box entry for it. So, from my perspective, a bit of a high risk trying to take an entry. But, it's looking good for a more upside up to that red box zone there. Could go even higher. So, want to do some research on that. And I'll try and do some research one day. EQT is my next one. And just get that one up, and if my computer can go faster. This one, a bit of a difficult one, a chart request. And do you know what? It's been in such a bad decline. Look at that. I mean, it's a horrendous decline. Where'd you say on that one that this is the low, and this is a reversal point? It's ever so difficult to try and even guess with that one, but. I have sort of in the past, and I don't know whether these have been posted up or not, but these blue boxes here have acted as a sort of as a reversal point, and we have had a bounce to the upside, but it hasn't been a great bounce, has it? It's not really a recovery; it's just a sort of a bounce for more downside. But I think that overall. This 0.336, that was a superb entry. And where do I think that's heading? Well, it's it's a pretty good one for really a proper recovery. Now, if the company's got some good news, we should expect at least a three-wave bounce. And I'd have thought up to 0.7p, 0.6, 0.7. But, it could be the start of recovery to correct that entirety of that downward trend. But it's one that you need to do research on. Because there's no point saying that, if the chart looks great, but if the fundamentals are terrible, it's not worth taking the trade. So really, it's one to research, find out what it's about. It'd be great to speak with them and find out what's going on there. But there we go. That's the EQ2. TRP is my next one and my last one for today. You'll be pleased to know. And this one here, where do I think that's heading? Well, I think that's heading up to this blue box here at 0.052 up to 0.0582. If it can get into that blue box, if it can break and hold above 0.05, I think it's going to bring it up to this red box zone here at 0.0684 to 0.0818 and possibly even higher because these stocks have been on fire, haven't they, of late? And it's a resource stocks. Resource stocks are massively in favor. So we'll do some research on Tower Resources. That's for me for today. Hope you like it. Share, retweet, and see you again soon. Thank you.